Hi everyone. So I have a few different things to talk about in this video. I'm going to start off with the first thing, and that is, remember the problems I've been having with the copyright notices from this Ditto music company? The problem got taken care of. I was in a DM with some people who worked at Naughty Dog, and I was given the email of someone who can actually do something about this. And yeah, the problem ended up being, I don't think I'm giving away too much information here. This is from the person who was able to do something, who works at Naughty Dog. We reached out to Gustavo's agent on Friday, who then contacted Gustavo's head of social media. Gustavo's team confirmed that the claims were initiated in error, and they have taken action to have the claims removed. This process may take 72 hours. And from what I've noticed, yeah, the playlist that was causing the problem, or the album, it doesn't even exist anymore on his page. So, yeah, that problem is in the past, and we're free to play almost every Last of Us track as if it's public domain. So that's good, because that was getting to me for a while. I reached a whopping 74 claims, 74 different videos. So I'm happy that's been resolved, and it should also be fixed for every other content creator out there as well. So, yay. Secondly, I want to talk about something new I've been doing on stream. I've been getting a lot of questions about it, so I want to talk about it here. I invented a new category for speedrunning Last of Us. It's not a real category, as I haven't brought it up yet with the speedrunning moderators. The best it could ever do is get added as a category extension on speedrun.com, whereas it's not an official category, but it's something else you can do to enjoy yourself. I call it Fun Percent. I'm on the record as stating many times on stream that, let's see, this game right here, for as long as I live, however long it may be, I will never, ever, ever, ever get tired of running that game. And on grounded mode. I don't like the easy mode categories as much, but the 2014 remaster on grounded mode, I will never, ever, ever, for as long as I live, get tired of running that category. That being said, I cannot stand the first 37 minutes anymore. I just cannot stand it. The first 37 minutes is intro all the way up until you begin the downtown fight with the one clicker and like the 4 runners that are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 runners, 1 clicker in the building that's leaning over. Yeah, over time I've just been getting so tired of that. So I created this category where a run begins at the downtown fight. And I've done it twice already. Here's sort of what it looks like. I have a file. So I go to load game, and I have this file right there. I made it file 9. What I did was I made this file. I started it from new game. You can't make this file from chapter select. It has to be from the beginning of the game. And you work your way all the way up to the downtown fight, and then you save it under a different file because you can't disable autosave in original Last of Us. And you even see the splits right here. I start at downtown. The downtown fight specifically. And I make sure, the reason it has to be from new game is because if you do chapter select from a completed file, every new thing you pick up, you won't get the little tutorial prompt for it. If you do it from the beginning of the game and then you stop the save file right here, you get those little tutorial pop-ups. Yeah. So, and I make sure that everything I have in my inventory is exactly the same as if I were doing a full run. So right here, entering here, it would be 4 pistol bullets. The only damage I've taken is from the clicker attacking me in the section prior, and I have a melee weapon with 3 hits in it. And that's basically it. I don't think we've... and 5 supplements that we picked up in downtown as well. Basically, everything that I normally have when I do a full run. Everything is exactly the same. I'm just starting in the downtown fight. So I load up file 9. It loads in. And then I save it under file 10 because you can't disable autosave. And then I start the timer right there on the restart encounter beginning the fight. And if you're wondering what the splits are I have here, this is basically my record, my current record, minus all the time leading up to downtown fight. So basically, it's doing this fight on a pace of plus or minus 0.0. Okay, it's completely neutral with my current record. And yeah, again, why am I doing this? Because I don't plan on doing this more frequently than normal attempts, because hypothetically, if I end up getting like a new record with fun percent, that's bittersweet because it doesn't count for anything, you know? I consider it like the perfect thing to do if I'm just done and tired with attempts for today, but I want that full run. So it's like, I do that. I do that. I'm at like 4 hours uptime. Ugh, gotta go through the game again. I don't want to do it. Fun percent. It's the perfect thing to load up with. Like earlier today, I got a big raid from Distortion. It was a 3,000 viewer raid. And I was already at like 4 hours. I tried one more attempt. I got it to downtown fight, or the clicker sneaking part of downtown, which is like 40 minutes into the run. And Joel got alerted for no reason. So I'm like, I want to take advantage of the viewership and provide people with a good show. But I didn't want to sit through the first 36, 37 minutes of the game again. Fun percent. Fun percent. Now, why do I call it fun percent? Because that's the fun part of the game for me. I think I mentioned it already. I will never, ever, ever get tired of running this game and this category. But I'm tired of the first 37 minutes. And from downtown fight onward is something that will never, ever, ever stop being fun for me. Never. Never, ever, ever. So I call it fun percent because that's just really enjoyable for me. I've done it twice so far, and I fucking love it. I love it. Again, it's not going to officially count for anything, but it gives me an idea of how close. Like, for example, today, I finished plus 16. So that means I take my current record and I add 16 seconds, and I basically missed a record by 16 or 17 seconds if I had entered downtown around neutral, around 0. So it's like I can feel good about it. And yeah, I've been doing that a little more frequently. I don't want it to be more frequent than full run attempts because those are what really matter, but I'm including it a little bit more towards like the end of stream if I just really don't feel like putting up with another attempt or something. It's a long time. The first 37 minutes, it's just nightmarish for me lately. So yeah, people have been asking, what's fun percent? So I figured I'd explain it here. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Yeah, this one doesn't really have a lot to do with my work. It's more personal. But I have been living in this apartment for about 5.5 years now. And it's a good apartment. It's very... I don't want to say it's cheap. It's not a cheap apartment. But for what I pay, it's a very, very nice apartment. 5 years later, my rent's $12.96. And in New Jersey, if you look around, that you're not getting anything cheaper than that. So I got lucky with this apartment. But things were a little bit different when I got it. What am I saying? Things in my family's lives were a little bit different when I got this apartment back in March of 2020, literally a couple weeks before the world shut down. I snuck in here. Let's see. My sister was living in Philly. My other sister was living in Florida, and my mom lived about maybe 18 miles south of where I am right now. I'm in northern-ish Jersey. And fast forward 5.5 years later, my sister and her husband and my niece, they recently purchased a house in southern Jersey. Close to Philly, but because that's where he works, but southern Jersey. And my mom, wanting to be closer to my niece, her granddaughter, also purchased a place in southern Jersey very close to there. And my sister ended up getting a job very close to... she got a new... she's a teacher. She was in Florida for about 9 years, but she got a better paying job in New Jersey, and so she moved up here a couple years ago. So basically, it became we were all kind of spread out, but then my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, my mom, and my other sister, they got very close together in southern Jersey, and they're hunkering down there for a while. My sister and her husband for work, they need to work near Philly. My other sister, because her job is very close to there, and my mom, because she got a great apartment where she is. She's in like a 55 and over. Uh, it's not a facility. It's not a retirement home. It's a 55 and over community, and her rent is very cheap because of it. So she's staying there for a while. So I'm kind of on the outside looking in with the rest of my family. Again, it was okay when we were all spread out, but now 5.5 years later, they're all a lot closer together, and I want to be closer. My closest family member is about an hour and 40-minute drive from me, and I just want to be closer. Look what I keep on my work desk right here. It's my niece from like 2 years ago. It's the perfect photo. Ooh, you can see my reflection in there. It's the perfect photo. I always keep it right here. She's growing up. She's 3 years and 3 months now. And it's like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. Bunch of family stuff. And they're planning on staying in that area for a long time. So I want to be close to them too. So the whole point of that story is my lease isn't due up until end of February, beginning of March of next year. So I want to move closer. Again, I like this apartment. It's not that I've grown tired of it, but there's nothing, that's the thing with my job. There's nothing tying me to an area. I never have to move for work. I work from home. All my equipment is right here. And I picked this place because this was kind of my first apartment away from home on my own. My first apartment was, I was roommates with another Twitch streamer, Sax Payne, who streamed a lot of factions back in the day. That was nice, but after a few years there, I wanted a nicer place to live, so I found this place, and I still like it. Giving up this place is going to be kind of hard because I'm not going to find anywhere cheaper, and I'm not going to maybe nicer, maybe, not sure. But yeah, I haven't grown tired of the place. There's just nothing tying me to this area anymore. So I'm going to be looking to move further south to be a lot closer to my family. Currently, my mom and 2 sisters, they all live like within 15 minutes of each other. Very close knit, and like they could literally just drive over there and it's like nothing. But if I want to visit them, that I got to sacrifice a whole day. That's close to 3.5 hours of driving, so there and back. So I just want to be closer. And I'm not telling you all this just so like you'll give me recommendations for a new place or something, or I'm not even begging for money. I'm okay with money. I guess I'm just letting you know. Because I have, how many now? 686 subscribers and 83 memberships. I figure people who like support that much always kind of want to know where their support is going towards. I pay my expenses and stuff. It's expensive to live and just exist in 2025. But yeah. And people are asking like, are you gonna buy this game and play this? Are you gonna buy a PS5 Pro? Are you gonna spend money on this and that? It's like, no, I'm trying to build up savings for a security deposit and for what will no doubt about it, be a more expensive place to live. You're not gonna find an apartment in that area for $1,300. It's gonna be closer to 15 or 16. So yeah, the goal right now is to just save as much money as I can for when that ends up happening. But I'm pretty like set in my mind that I want to do this. Again, even if you just go back a year ago, we were still a little spread out, but they're very close knit down there, and I want to be a part of it. I feel like I'm missing out. So yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to end up being probably like, you figure plus utilities and all that, it's going to end up being probably maybe $400 or $500 more a month more. And I can handle that. I'm just saying. Yeah, got to start being a little bit more wise with where my money is going. And just that, yeah. Around end of February, beginning of March of next year, I am looking to move. I'm excited for it. I know moving can be like a dreadful and stressful experience, and it probably will be, but I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it. and I'm pretty set in my mind that that's what I want to do. So yeah, there's a few different things I wanted to talk about. So that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys on stream. Bye.